In this video, I'm going to show you a really powerful tool that will allow you to extend table subqueries. They're called lateral subqueries. They're an extremely useful and extremely powerful tool that combine a lot of the different concepts that you've seen over the last few chapters. So for most people, it will take you a little while to get your head around this concept, but once you do, it will unlock a lot of new possibilities to simplify your queries. For demonstration, we're going to be writing a query that returns the 3 most recent rentals for each customer. To achieve this, what I want to ultimately do then is join the customer table onto another table that contains the 3 most recent rentals for each customer. So I want to join the customer table onto a table defined by a table subquery, but I don't just want it to be an uncorrelated table subquery, I want it to be a correlated table subquery. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll just have an empty select clause, we'll say from customer as C, and we'll inner join that customer table onto a new table subquery. And for that table subquery, I want that to be from the rental table. And I'll alias that as R, where the customer IDs match. I want to obtain for each customer the 3 most recent rentals, so I'll order by the rental date in descending order, and I'll just pick the first 3. And for each, I want to pick the customer ID, the rental ID, and the rental date. And I'll alias that table subquery as D, just for simplicity. And I need to specify a join condition, and I want that join condition to be when the customer IDs match. For each customer, I want to return the 3 most recent rentals, so I'll just show the customer ID, the rental ID from that new table, and the rental date, also from that new table. Okay, let's stop, let's take a breath, and let's have a look at this query that we've got. So we start with the customer table, and we join this customer table onto a new table subquery that's actually correlated. It's not just a regular uncorrelated table subquery, it's correlated because we're referring to the customer table here, C, which is defined in the outer query. And for each customer, what we do is join them onto a new table that is created only for them that contains their 3 most recent rentals. That's a pretty sophisticated concept, so take a while to think about it if you need to. If we now try to run this, we'll actually just get an error. And that's because, unlike earlier when you were writing correlated subqueries, and it was enough just to refer to the outer query from your inner query, when you're doing this with table subqueries, so when you're doing this inside your from clause, you have to make use of a new keyword called lateral. Once you specify lateral, this will now work. And if we look at the results, we can see that for each customer ID, we've joined on to their 3 most recent rentals. So each customer has 3 rows in the output. You can use the lateral keyword with other types of joins as well. So this could have been, for example, a left join. And if you did it with a left join then, there would also be a row in the output for any customers who didn't make any rentals, whereas an inner join would eliminate those. So it's the same behavior and semantics as the joins that you've previously learned. What introducing the lateral keyword did is allow us to perform that join onto a correlated table subquery. A table that essentially is created for every row in the outer query, which in this case was just every row from the customer table. I hope you can see from this demonstration that lateral subqueries are a really powerful and useful tool.